Your main event, of course, it is between Nikita Tszyu and Michael Zerafa. It is bad blood. It is a grudge match and two families fighting each other for their place in Australian boxing history. A stacked undercard as well, all brought to you by No Limit Boxing Promotions. And I'll tell you the details for fight night. Of course, the fights go down at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre. Get there if you can. Otherwise, you can watch the prelims on Fox Sports from 4 p.m. local time, which is 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, or from 6 p.m. local time on Main Event Pay-Per-View, which of course is 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. It all culminates in that huge fight, that grudge match between Tszyu and Zerafa. I'm going to talk to all of these fighters who have joined us, a bunch of heavyweights as well as our main event fighters. But firstly, it is to the big boss at No Limit, George Rose. Why should people be as excited as they are for this fight on Friday night?
Well, thank you, Ben, and I really appreciate you being here, brother. It is an absolute pleasure to be here in sunny Queensland, here in Brisbane, the city of champions, the home of the NRL champion Brisbane Broncos, the home of the AFL champion Brisbane Lions, and now the home of the biggest domestic grudge match you will see in Australian boxing. This is the biggest domestic matchup that we've had in over a decade. We haven't seen a fight like this since Mundine Green, since Tszyu Horn, two of the biggest fights Australia's ever seen, and this will go down in history as one of the most memorable Australian boxing events we have ever seen, and it all goes down live at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre on Friday night. We've got a lot to settle. We could have just settled on having just this great headline. This is a fight that all of Australia wants to see. We could have settled on having that, but what fun would that be if we didn't stack the night full of fantastic fights as well. We've got three big heavyweights on the card. We've got Liam Wilson returning to the ring here in Brisbane in front of his Queensland fans, ready to put on a show. I've got no doubt that Liam Wilson is going to have a massive knockout victory on Friday night. I'm not putting the pressure on you, Liam, but I know that you've got it in you. I know that you're walking with a little strut in your step this week, and I know that there'll be something special coming from you. We've got such a good card that our prelims have Max Reeves, Blake Wells. We've got everybody coming back. We've got Billy Polkinghorne back on the prelim, so it's great to see Billy back. But what I'm super excited about is this heavyweight contest that we've had. We talked about for a while about having a big heavyweight show up here. We've got three heavyweight fights on this one, including the Australian Heavyweight Championship. We've got guys that have been in the fight of the year over the last few years, guys that have had the knockout of the year within the last few years. We've got guys who have fought people in the top 10 heavyweights in the world on this card. And then not only that, we've got a little bit of NRL flavour on this one as well. And Big Nelson making his debut here for No Limit Boxing in the heavyweight division. And that alone, I think that fight is going to be fantastic. Jeremy Lattimore's super confident. He's walking around feeling like he's going to upset everything for Nelson this week. And I think that fight is going to be, it could be absolutely anything, but I think that's the theme of this card. It could be absolutely anything. Every one of these matchups are fights that could go either way, and when you've got heavyweights, one punch can change the night. And as I said, Liam Wilson's got that knockout power as well. So anything can happen on this night. Make sure you're tuning in from early on in the night, because we've got guys that are on professional debut, guys that are getting their opportunity on a huge card here, one that we want to be able to show off. And we're doing it all here in Brisbane at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre. You can watch it live around the country on Main Event and KO.
And George, Brisbane is buzzing. Have a look at some of the names that have joined us here at the press conference today. Jeff Horn's over here, Paulie Malignaggi as well. Sean Porter joins us, the great Johnny Lewis, Liam Paro's here, Anthony Mundine. Everyone wants a piece of the action here in Brisbane. Must be nice to have that sort of high-level support.
Mate, it's fantastic. You're talking about legends of boxing, of world boxing, of Australian boxing, people who have changed boxing here in Australia, people who have made an impact in boxing across the world. So it's an absolute pleasure to have these guys here, and it's an honour to know that they also know how big this card is. This is massive. This will be one of the most memorable Australian boxing cards that you will ever see. So I'm stoked to be a part of it. I'm stoked that we've got everybody here to be a part of it. You mentioned Liam Paro. It would have been great to see him on this card. I know he would have put on a fantastic show, but there's bigger and better things around the corner for him.
And we're waiting for Tszyu Vasutu to join us as well. Really looking forward to his fight, the co-main event against Dempsey McKean. I think he's not too far away, so hopefully we'll be joining us shortly. Those two have been going back and forth. I know that Tszyu wasn't happy that Dempsey wasn't at your grand arrivals. Now it's the other way around.
Look, there's been some great banter between these two, and they're two of the scariest humans in Australian boxing. Both of these guys can fight. Tszyu Vasutu, he's lost 2 fights that were fight of the year. So anytime that he loses, he's in a fight of the year. Dempsey's fought top 10 guys around the world. Dempsey's been one of the star heavyweights in Australia for a very, very long time, and he's a guy who's got a name, got a reputation, and he's got to uphold that here in Brisbane on Friday night. And Tszyu's a guy who I know wants to take it from him. I know he's not here yet, but I've got no doubt he'll be rolling up in style. He has been rolling up in style all week long. Hopefully it happens before the press conference ends.
And just a final word on this main event, please, George. You're sitting alongside the two main event fighters. I think Nikita's trying to keep himself out of the heat there, but there's going to be plenty of heat on Friday night between this pair. There's been so many words for so many years. How are you feeling now? So invested, promoting this fight, so close to it finally happening.
We are so close to it finally happening, and it's built up for so long. I think the build-up between the Tszyu and Zerafa families has been massive, and this one is finally going to come to a head on Friday night. It's one of them fights where we've said you have to pick a side. I've talked about all these guys that we got on this undercard, and you can sit there and you say, I like this guy, I like that guy. You know, I hope to see them both do well. Nikita and Zerafa, they've both got strict lines, strict stances on either side of the line. You don't have one foot either side. You're either on the Tszyu side or you're on Zerafa side. And that's for everyone across Australia. Everybody who's talking about this fight, you're either Team Tszyu or you're Team Zerafa. There is no sitting on the fence in this one. You're picking a side. So on Friday night, you need to decide who you're with. And I think that it's going to live up to everything that it's been hyped to be. There's been big hype in this fight leading up to it. It's not only because of that bad blood, of everything that's sat in the past, it's because these two are two of the best fighters in Australia. They are two of the best fighters in Australia, and it is rare that you get a matchup like this where two guys like this, genuine 50-50s, who are taking each other on to risk everything in this fight, because everything is on the line in this fight. There's everything on the line in this fight. Both of them have such a great name, a great record. They're putting it all on the line on Friday night, and it's going to be one of the fights that you will never forget.
Okay, main event is obviously the best place to watch the action, but have you got any tickets left at all for the Brisbane Entertainment Centre?
We literally have a handful of tickets, and there's been a great response. The floor sold out so quick, but we do have a handful of tickets still available. So if you want to be there live and experience history, be there for one of the most memorable fights that you will see in Australian boxing, be there Friday night. Ticketek.com.au. Welcome to Tszyu. It's great to have you here. Ticketek.com.au is a place to get your tickets. There is a final few tickets available, so grab your hands on that if you want to be there live for one of the most historic fights that you'll see.
Okay, thank you so much to George Rose from No Limit Boxing. Time to talk to the fighters now. It is, of course, bad blood between Nikita Tszyu and Michael Zerafa. It's a fight that's been building for years, and finally, we are so very, very close. And as I look over to Michael Zerafa, you don't look particularly happy. What's going on? You just don't like sitting out here in the sun?
It's about 4,000 degrees out here. I'm sweating balls.
Isn't that good for you? You've got to get down to a lower weight than you've fought at since 2018.
I'm already nearly on weight, so it's all good. Everything's on track. I'm ready to go. Like I said, it's a great atmosphere. Brisbane's definitely a little bit hotter than Melbourne, but it's good. We got here early. We're climatised. We're ready to go. Ready to rock and roll.
How are you feeling about how the Australian boxing public is viewing this fight? So many people have strong opinions in either direction. Who do you think they believe truly is going to win this fight?
I mean, look, just from the past, fighting in Sydney, I mean, they're always against me, but hopefully Brisbane, I've been here and had a great fight with Jeff Horn, and, at the end of the day, Australian boxing wins. You've got two of the best going at it, and like Nikita said to me, may the best man win.
Been interested to read a couple of comments from some former champions through the course of the week about the fact that on occasion you haven't risen to those big fights. You in the opinion of some, haven't quite got out of the headlights. How do you feel about those comments?
I've seen that from a few people, but I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm up here and they're down there for a reason. I don't know.
How do you think Nikita Tszyu and just his 12th professional fight will rise to the occasion? Such a big fight for him in the context of his career against someone in you who's having their 40th professional fight.
Look, credit to him. He's fighting a guy in myself who is coming to win. I'm coming to, end the fight. I want to make a statement. I know he's going to be a tough, hungry, competitor. I know he's coming to win. But that's what makes for the best fights in boxing. He's going to come and bring it, and that's what I want. I want the best Nikita Tszyu there Friday night.
Who's the pressure on in this fight, do you think, Michael?
There's no pressure on me. Like I said, I've been there and I've done it. I've fought all around the world and fought for world titles and won basically all the titles. Sorry, my next one is the world title. So after Nikita, hopefully the promoters can keep their promise and get me that world title. But I'm not looking past that. I'm looking fully focused on what's ahead on Friday night.
Is this a I told you so sort of moment for you in this fight?
It will be for me. I mean, it doesn't matter whatever the outcome is. It doesn't matter. But for me, it's I told you so.
All right, well, I'll talk now to the undefeated Nikita Tszyu. Feel free to jump in, though, Michael. Nikita, how are you enjoying proceedings sitting up here in the heat this afternoon?
The towel's quite nice. But yeah. Well,
I didn't get a towel.
it's hot.
Why didn't I get a towel? I didn't get a towel.
No, just Nikita got the towel. Nikita, how does it feel, though, to be a headliner on a show like this against Michael Zerafa, someone who has been a constant through your professional career?
It's a big moment. This is a very big test in my career. It's a test that a lot of people probably would say that I shouldn't be taking. It's too risky at this point. There's a lot of questions that come with this fight. Will Michael's experience be just too much for me? Or can my youth kind of be the thing that propels me forward? These questions will be answered on Friday night, and this is a beautiful event for Australia. Just like the magnitude, there's going to be over 10,000 people at this event. It's great for the Australian boxing that there are two hungry fighters at the top of the divisions, and they're going for it.
There are those question marks over whether this is too soon for you. Do you feel ready for a fight with Michael Zerafa?
I have confidence in myself. My team has confidence in me. It's these kind of moments where you're expected to lose, where you can really rise up, and being able to break the narrative of his experience would just be too much for me, and for me to overcome that will be a monumental moment in my career.
Do you feel there's a chance he doesn't turn up for the occasion, that it is all too much on the big stage?
Nah, I think he's going to show up. He looks very focused for this. This is kind of like a do or die moment for him as well. And it's the same thing for me. Yeah, this is where the best versions of ourselves will definitely show up, because just the magnitude of this event. He's had moments in the past where, may have not shown up properly for those big events, but I think this one's really personal for him.
Is it personal for you?
Just because of what it does for me, yeah. It's my make or break it moment.
All right, thank you, Nikita and Michael. We're going to take some questions from the ladies and gentlemen of the media. Firstly, to Jabin Ryan.
Yeah, Jabin Ryan, The Punch Podcast. Firstly, to Michael, easily one of the most experienced, active Australian fighters, yet the betting public have Nikita as the favourite. What is everyone missing with your accolades that they're not, I guess, putting their money on you?
I mean, that's actually a good question. I've got no idea. I mean, I guess we'll find out Friday night, but anyone that has bet against me, tune in Friday night.
Prepare to lose your money from what you say, right?
Oh, look, I think it's going to be a very competitive fight, but I think styles make fights. And again, credit to Nikita, but I do believe I am levels above.
And just for Nikita, the Tszyu-Zerafa rivalry, come Friday night, you get an opportunity to walk back to the change room, see your family and go, I've shut up Zerafa once and for all. How does that make you feel that you, as the younger brother, get to do that to him?
I don't know how to answer that question. Sorry.
Well, you get to go back and go, I was the younger brother who's not even the big brother, obviously the one that normally looks after, gets to shut up Michael Zerafa, and you're the one of the family that ends the Tszyu-Zerafa rivalry for good.
I mean, yeah, it will be good. It will be a good feeling. But this fight hasn't been showing so much animosity. He had a lot of animosity with my brother, but in this time round, it's been very neutral, very respectful. The different side of Michael that we haven't seen before. But yeah, it'll still be good. So it's a fight, it's a win. What do you mean?
You'll take it.
All right, thank you, Jabin. To Jay McAllister.
Yeah, Jay McAllister here. My question to Michael Zerafa. Michael, what's at stake for you in this fight? How big a risk is Nikita Tszyu?
Yeah, look, every fight's a risk. I'm going in there like I'm fighting for a world title. I mean, preparation, the blinkers are on. I'm expecting the best Nikita. I want the best Nikita, and every fight is, as big as a world title.
And just to follow up, can we patch things up or is it beyond repair?
Well, it depends. Are you going to keep running your mouth or not? It depends. It's up to you.
Well, it's up to you. We'll see.
I'm all good on my end. I'm all good on my end, though.
I'm good.
We're all good then.
Well, that's nice to hear. Thank you. Thank you, Jay. Any further questions? Brendan Bradford.
I actually just want to follow that up. What is the beef between you and Jay McAllister?
There is no beef. We're all sweet. As you heard, we just patched it up. He just misunderstood me, maybe.
Nikita, we always see you and your brother supporting each other at your fights. Do we know if Tim's coming up for this one this Friday?
I don't know. Give him a call. Do you have his number?
I do.
Oh, why are you asking me?
Well, do you want him there? Do you want him, I don't know, ringside or in your...
I mean, if he wants to come, he wants to come. But if he doesn't, I don't know. I think he's still on holidays at the moment. But yeah, Tim, if you want to come.
While we're on the topic of brothers, Michael, your brother had a pretty heated run in a couple of years back. Is he back? Is he back in the corner?
No, he'll be watching at home. He just did what any brother would do, and full respect to that.
Maybe they could watch together. Declan.
Couple of questions for Michael. We're hearing everything about this being a big domestic fight, etc., but also about it supposedly a 50-50. You've been in this kind of occasion before. How much of an advantage do you think that gives you?
How much? Oh, sorry, I didn't hear the end of that question.
How much an advantage do you think it gives you that you've been in this kind of occasion and Nikita hasn't?
Look, like I said, I'm in familiar territory. I've been here before. I fought, respectfully, bigger names, in Kell Brook and stuff, even though I didn't get my way. And I proved that I belonged there, taking him 12 rounds. And, the wars I had with Jeff Horn after he beat him Manny Pacquiao and things like that. So I'm experienced, the Hardmans and the undefeated guys that are big punchers and, more experience as well. I shut them up pretty quick too in terms of Hardman and stuff. So, yeah, look, it's just another day for me. Like I said, there's nothing personal. I generally like the kid, despite the stuff me and Tim had. I don't drag that onto this fight. I just know that I've got to rock up, give the best performance, and move on to my world title fight. And Nikita's just the man standing in my way.
And we've just heard George say he's not on either side, but No Limit have seemed invested in the Tszyu family for a long time. Do you believe him, or do you think this is one of those times that the house is actually against you?
I've got to read over my contracts again, mate. I've got to see if I can say some certain things. Now, look, credit to the Rose boys. Look, we have had our ups and downs, but credit to them for believing in me and sticking by me and obviously giving me this platform. Not only this fight for Australia boxing, but the undercard. It's amazing, and they're the best to do it in Australia. So despite everything that we have had in the past, yeah, look, I do believe that they are invested in me as well as Nikita. By the Tszyu, yeah.
All right, thank you, Declan. This is unorthodox, but one of the fighters on our undercard, Billy Polkinghorn, is going to ask a question.
Good morning. Or actually, good afternoon. Question for Michael. Obviously, me and you had a bit of a back and forth at a press conference a couple months ago. So I know, are we all good? Can we squash our beef as well?
We're all good, brother. Like I said, I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. And I didn't actually think you had an accent as well. So my response, I generally didn't understand what you were saying. So,
that's all right.
But you're a good lad, and I actually, I like your style. I'm actually a fan of your style. I actually got the pleasure to watch you in Melbourne, ringside, and go great Friday night, brother. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're all good, my man.
All the best.
All right, thank you, Billy. That is it, I think, in terms of questions. Nice of Michael to make friends with absolutely everyone here. So
I love yous
Really
all.
looking forward to the rest of fight week. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for this main event. Nikita Tszyu and Michael Zerafa, and all of these fighters who are a part of this stacked undercard. We'll see you tomorrow, 1 hour later, for our official weigh-ins.